In the last 60 days, they've already gone wobbly in their support of Israel. The president says it's ironclad. Come on, man. The American people may be poor under Biden, but they're not stupid. We need to stand with Israel. We're not at war with Hamas. Israel's not at war with Hamas or Hezbollah or Yemen. Those are all surrogates for Iran. They're prostitutes. The pimp is Iran. Israel is at war with Iran. Iran hates Americans. Iran hates Jews. Iran wants to kill Americans and Jews. And if we turn the other cheek to them, we're going to get it in the neck.
איראן חושבת שהיא בתור מדינה יכולה פשוט לקום ולתקוף אזרחים או יעדים צבאיים, מדינת ישראל צריכה להראות לה שאנחנו חזקים וזה לא משהו שיכול פשוט לעבור. אנחנו לא השק חבטות של העולם.
קצת תחושות מעורבות, אבל אין פחד גדול. לא מרגיש יותר גרוע מהתקפות שחמאס יורים על אזרחים כאן כל הזמן. והיה נחמד לראות שהמערב כן התייצב לצידנו ועזרו בעירותים.
این نهایت خوشحال شدیم از اینکه و در حقیقت دیگه عقده‌مون باز شد بعد از این مدت. خب حمله‌هایی که به این مردم مظلوم غزه و کرانه باختری کردن کرد.
واقعا یه جورایی تو دل هممون چنین چیزی مونده بود، واقعا بغضی بود که کی این اتفاق میفته و که اینا درس میگیرن از این وحشیگریاشون که به لطف خدا خبرها وقتی اومد اول شاید باور نمی‌کردیم، میگفتیم که حالا مثلا یه چیز
Diplomatic tensions are increasing between Israel's allies following Iran's attack. G7 leaders have participated in crisis talks over concerns of further attacks.
President Biden told the Iranians not to escalate. They ignored him. Now he's urging the Israelis to step back from the brink.
Whether and how the Israelis will respond, that's going to be up to them. We understand that and respect that. But the president's been very clear. We don't seek a war with Iran. We're not looking for escalation here.
Will Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu draw a line under last night's events or up the ante too? There is huge pressure on him from allies, including Britain, to show restraint.
If this attack had been successful, the fallout for regional stability would be hard to overstate. And we stand by the security of Israel and the wider region, which is of course important for our security here at home too. And what we now need is for calm heads to prevail.
The Prime Minister joined other G7 leaders on video conference, all urging restraint and condemning Iran for the attacks. British Foreign Secretary David Cameron spoke to his Iranian counterpart, tweeting later, "I made clear that Iran must stop these reckless attacks, de-escalate and release the MSC Ares, an Israeli-linked ship seized by Iran." Israel is under diplomatic pressure not to retaliate now. But can it let an attack by its sworn enemies in Iran go unpunished? Enemies who have in the past called for Israel to be wiped off the map. Iran seems buoyed up by its attacks, government mouthpieces claiming it sets a precedent. Its military may well repeat.
Iran has struck the Israeli regime directly. And that means that from now on, if the Israeli regime targets Iranians anywhere, that Iran will hit back at Israel itself.
Iran says it had no choice but to retaliate for the attack on its consulate in Damascus earlier this month, blamed on Israel, that killed more than a dozen Iranians. It says the episode is now concluded after last night's attacks, but Israel may not see it that way after the first direct Iranian onslaught against its territory. All eyes now on Israel and what it does next.
I think it is about a 50-50 whether they decide to go and take this a step further. They would like, I think, to use this opportunity to have the Iran conflict take the spotlight off of the famine and the devastation in Gaza.
If Israel retaliates to this attack, Iran says it'll strike back with greater force. What we've seen so far this weekend would then just be the prelude to something even bigger. Dominic Waghorn, Sky News.